Do you want to win free stuff? Make sure you like all of our social media. We're going to be doing a giveaway when we hit 10,000 subscribers. So one, tell your friends to subscribe. Two, follow us on social media so that as soon as we start giving stuff away, you will be in the loop. So far in 2016, I have seen 32 movies theatrically. Usually I see about 65 to 70 movies a year, so we're about halfway there. So people are asking, what are the best movies you've seen? What are the worst movies you've seen? So here I've picked 4 movies that are outstanding and 2 movies that should not have come out. Let's start with the worst movies of the year so far. The first one, Gods of Egypt. This movie was just a mess. It did not make sense. It had inconsistent performances. It had really bad CGI effects. It was just a mess. The other movie that should not have come out was Zoolander 2. You don't mess with what works, and the first Zoolander is a comedy masterpiece. This movie felt inauthentic, just bad performances. The only saving grace was Will Ferrell, who kind of still brought everything to the table. Everyone else felt like they phoned it in. The humor was off. It just did not have the heart of the original. But now let's talk about what worked. We've got 4 movies so far that have all gotten perfect scores from me, and they're awesome. The first one I saw this year that really impressed me was Race. Race is about a track star who kind of right before World War II has to go to the Olympics in Nazi Germany, and kind of how he's treated. There's a lot of race issues. It's just full of great performances, super interesting time in our history. They totally play into all sorts of different dynamics. It tackles it really eloquently. Just a really impressive movie. The second one I want to talk about is Civil War. Now, this is the only superhero movie to make the list. I loved a lot of them this year, but Civil War is the one that tackled it the best. They have this huge cast of characters, but they still managed to make it make sense. They gave everyone moments. It was funny, but it was also probably a much more character-driven movie than some of the other films have been. Just overall, really impressive. And considering they're like 12 movies into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's impressive that they're still able to surprise us and please us with these movies. The third movie that I think is one of the best this year so far is Zootopia. Now, Zootopia, I went in with really low expectations. I thought it was just going to be kind of a fun kids cartoon kind of thing. But it really impressed me that it tackles really important topics in a super interesting and refreshing way that kids can really think about and latch onto. And so it serves as kind of an entry point to talk about some of these serious issues with kids in a unique way. It's also really funny. It looks stunning. It just hits all the right notes and is really, really impressive. Lastly, the fourth movie that so far has really wowed me is The Jungle Book. Now, Jungle Book, I was not a huge fan of the original cartoon, whatever, but this movie, just the technical marvel here really impressed me. That these CGI characters, you know, these animals kind of performing alongside this actual real kid was seamless. Just looks stunning. The way that they kind of, each character still managed to feel real and authentic, and the villain, Shere Khan, was just terrifying in like a really interesting way. Just, again, hit all the right notes, pleased both adults and kids, pulled it off perfectly, stunning movie. So far in 2016, those are my 4 that have really hit all the right notes, and the 2 that missed everything completely. There's still a lot of movies to come. November, December are always packed full of movies with the Academy Awards coming up, so we'll get tons in the last part of the year, but right now, those are the ones that really stood out. For you, what have you seen so far in 2016 that either wowed you or disappointed you utterly and completely? So let me know in the comments. We'll see you soon.